to share someone with you today. Her name is Vina Kavalam, and she's a success coach. And I just have been really eager to get to know her and her body of work, and I'm very excited to share her with you today because I know she has a lot to say about helping women really find their rhythm and their confidence and really putting themselves out there in a much, much bigger way. And I know she's got some great tips for us. So, Vina, can you tell me a bit about what you do and how you are different from other career coaches that are out there?
Well, thanks. So, first of all, thank you so much, Jennifer, for being here. I am so super excited to talk with you and all of your communities. So, thank you. But to answer your question, a little bit about me is that, I am different than other coaches because my background's different. My experience is different. I worked in corporate for many years, working as a management consultant for an IT consulting company called Accenture. And then after a few years working there, moved out of consulting into getting my MBA. I said, I think I want to switch careers. And so then after getting my MBA at Stern, I moved into marketing and brand management. And so I've got an understanding of strategy, but I also have an understanding of marketing and personal branding and how I'm incorporating all that. And then for me, I kind of also wanted to move into more of the coaching space. And so I not only can do the consulting piece, the strategy, but I can also do the mindset coaching, the thinking about how do you really get to that next level in your life. And it could be from strategy, and it could be from all of the steps that you need to take, the tasks, but it could also be mindset. What do we need to change? How do we feel more confident every day? And so that is another component that I bring to my clients, where I can straddle both worlds. Sometimes you just need somebody to give you hey, these are the steps that you need to take. And other times you need someone who can be there to support you through those obstacles that might be in your path, whether it's from someone else or from yourself, your inner mean girl, as I call it.
I love that.
So it's a combination of both, and I don't just turn one off for my clients. I bring everything I can to my clients, and so and that's kind of really where I'm different, is that I can offer both.
I love that. I love that. I see that a lot in the work that I do, and whether it's around personal things that we have to work through, or like in your area of expertise, just really getting to that next level and that reaching that next step in where you want to go career-wise. You really do need both, because one on its own can only get you so far, and so being able to bring both of that to the table is really, really wonderful. So tell me a little bit more about how you got into career coaching.
It's I feel like I've been career coaching my entire career because when I started out working in consulting and also when I was working in corporate, people would always ask me, Vina, do you have half an hour to just put some time on your schedule for a one-on-one? I just need to run some ideas by you. And they could be on my team, or they could just be people working in the organization. And I would get people that I've met that I'm a good ear. Like I would be the person they would come to ask about, I don't know if I should move this forward in my career, or if I should go this direction. And I was that informal mentor to hundreds of women. I would also speak on the topic, and it was just something that I loved to do, but I never thought I could do it as a career because I thought I had to not like going to work every day because that's what you do, right? And so I never thought that I could actually do this as a profession. And then I was in an accident in 2011, and it was probably one of the most seminal moments in my life. I remember it was a really serious accident. I was lying in the hospital, and I had just moved to Denver, and I live in Denver, Colorado, and I had just moved here, and I knew no one in the city. I was literally alone, and I felt alone. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm a good person. Why is this happening to me? Why? I can't believe this. And I literally remember it was 2 in the morning. I was the lowest of my low, and I had this thought that just came into my head. change 1 million lives by the year 2020.
Mm.
Just hearing that spark that came through kind of got me up and out of bed and put a smile on my face. And I said, I would love to do that. Change 1 million lives. I mean, that's just everything, right? I mean, that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't do that immediately. I mean, of course, I had to go back to work, recover, and do all this other stuff. But I made that my mission, my personal mission. And once I started doing that, I started saying, okay, how can I help change people's lives every day? And so that started, in corporate. It started me with small changes. And then it finally grew to where I was able to say, quit corporate America and say sayonara and move full-time into coaching. And, every step along the way, since I would say I left corporate in late 2012.
Okay.
And I moved into owning my own company after that. And now it's my greatest privilege to every day where I get to help and support women and some brave men, around the world, helping them with their careers and with their lives.
Wow. Talk about impactful. And, you are well on your way to helping to change those 1 million lives. And it's so amazing to get to hear, some of the stories and where these women are able to get to. And so, thinking about our community, what is one piece of advice that you can share with us to help these ladies get going?
One of the biggest things that I see for women, whether it be in corporate, whether it be just in women I encounter, is confidence. Is that we tend to almost hold back a little bit in our confidence, how we project ourselves. We feel like I'll be more confident when I lose 20 pounds, or I'll be more confident when I get my hair done, or I'll be more confident when I'm dating somebody or in a relationship or married, or it's all of these things where we say we don't feel confident right now. We're going to put that off for some other time, or I'm not confident now because
right.
We put that excuse in there.
Right.
But here's the secret. The secret is that you can be confident right now, okay? Just as you are, like right now.
Yeah.
And it's really simple. It's something that you don't have to pay money for. You can do it right now. And I would love, if it's okay with you, to try it right now. So people who are listening and watching. Yeah? Okay, good.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so we're not going to stand up because I know the camera's all set up, but I'll incorporate this.
Oh, I apologize. Let me, never fails. All right.
No worries, no worries. We'll do this. I want you to imagine that you're doing this exercise and that you're standing up. So if you're watching this and you have the ability to stand up, please do. I can't because of the camera, but imagine me standing up. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to first, if you're standing up, you're going to plant your feet. If you're sitting down, I want you to plant your feet as well. So put them about shoulder width apart. And you're going to almost, I would say, close your eyes just for a second. You don't have to do this right now, or get a time when you can close your eyes. Okay? So if you're driving your car, don't do it now. Please. Okay. So you're gonna plant your feet so that they're about shoulder width apart, and you're gonna have, don't lock your knees, make them easy going. And then you're gonna, I would say, close your eyes and incorporate in you. I want you to just slowly take a breath with me, a shallow breath. So just breathe in and out. And I want you now to really just roll your shoulders back 3 times. So roll one, and one more time, 2. And now in the third, I want you to roll them back, but hold them. Hold it back. And what you'll find is that your rib cage, especially if you're standing, your rib cage is up. Your shoulders are back. Your rib cage is lifted. And your back, you should feel your back elongated. And Now if you're standing, you should feel like you've gotten taller. Okay, so you should feel like you're not slumped over, you're lifted. Okay?
Yeah.
The next step is to when you're all lifted and everything's up and out, okay? You're going to lift your chin up just slightly. Okay, so just like this. Just slightly above normal. You don't want to be looking down, you don't want to be looking up. You just want to be looking slightly above. Just slight. The reason for that is we as women, we tend to look down a lot. And that's not confident, right? That's just not, we don't feel good when we look down, right? We look, So it's about lifting all of that up and lifting upward and looking upward. So just slightly above normal. Just from doing this and by standing up, you're going to feel different. But I want to add on another component. And the next component is to breathe. And I use diaphragmatic breathing. And all that is a fancy word for saying breathe with your gut. Mm-hmm. And you're going to breathe by just imagining that you're taking in air and you're filling up your stomach with, like there's a balloon in your stomach. Imagine that. And you're filling up and inflating the balloon. So you're going to suck air in and you're filling up and inflating that balloon in your stomach. And you're exhaling out. When your rib cage is lifted, your shoulders are back, and you start using this diaphragmatic breathing, okay, balloon and stomach breathing, what that does is that enables you to get more air into your body than just lifting with your just breathing with your when you lift your shoulders a bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you lift your shoulders up, you're and you breathe. I can't even do it anymore. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not doing it right. But I'm so not used to doing it anymore. But the point being is that when you're taking in air, you allow yourself. You're taking in more air, and that air that you're allowing to come in, when you exhale, you're breathing and you're speaking. How you speak is you let air run over your vocal cords. Okay, so you're speaking through, and it's pushing air over your vocal cords, and that's letting voice come out.
Yeah.
And what's happening is that you are now, when you get more air in, you have more power to your voice. Mm. Okay, and having a confident voice makes you feel more confident. When you can feel like you are, when you're able to speak with that confident voice instead of that soft, quiet voice that you can barely hear. You want to have a booming voice, a confident voice, and that's by engaging that stomach, right? So it's like it's by using that gut. Mm-hmm. So let's start practicing some of that. Remember your posture, right? Your shoulders are back. You are, the girls are out. Your shoulders are up, okay? And you're gonna put your hand on your excuse me for a second. This is just bothering me. Okay, you're gonna put your hand on your stomach and push out. Imagine you're breathing in, sucking in all that air. So, one more time. Breathe in. And as you get to taking in this stance, right? As you get more time into your gut and more air rather into your gut, what you're doing is you're almost calming your body a bit. Mm-hmm. Right? Just from your shoulders are back, you're getting more air into your body. It's giving you a practice that you can incorporate. Now, I'm going to share one of my secrets here. I do this exercise. I call it the speaker stance. Every time I do a big presentation or a speech. So if I have an interview, it's great if you have an interview. It's great if you're giving a presentation at work. It's great if you're speaking on stage in front of lots of people, because what this does is it immediately calms you down. Yeah. Right. You feel more right. Yeah. You feel more confident. Yeah. And the next point of that is that it actually makes you happier as well, because just the way the body is set up, you're getting more air into your body, and you're releasing biochemically. You're going to feel more confident. Yeah. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you my technique that I do anytime I do a speaking engagement. I literally, about 5 minutes before I have to go on, I go to the ladies' room. no joke, go to the ladies' room, I go to a stall, and I stand up and I do this exercise. Because I don't want to do it in front of everybody because it's odd, you know, you don't want to be breathing like this and, you know, like it can be odd, right? So you just go to a stall, do it for yourself, and I do this breathing exercise. And then when I leave, you know, I feel connected and I've got my sets up. I kind of say an affirmation to myself after I've set myself, my body at standing, right, shoulder width apart. My, you know, my chest is lifted and shoulders are back. My chin is slightly up, and I've taken a couple of deep breaths using, you know, engaging my core.
Yeah.
And then I say a positive affirmation to myself. It can be anything. It can be, I am awesome, or it can be, I'm gonna rock it today. For me, it's because what I do when I speak is I want to make sure I'm not worried about, oh, they're looking at me, maybe I have something in my teeth, or they're looking at me, maybe I don't look right in this outfit. I want to stop focusing the energy on me, and I want to focus on the other folks. I want the people in the audience that I want to connect with. So for me, my term that I use is just give, Bina, just give. Help as many people as you can. And so that's what I do, what I say to myself, and it relaxes me because I realize it's not about me. It's about me helping people, but it's not about me. And so that almost takes the pressure off of me. So figure out some chant or something that works for you specifically. So you're going to say that to yourself, then you're going to exit the stall, and then you're going to go to the ladies' room, and of course you're going to wash your hands, right? While you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, you're doing your final check, right? Your final check in the mirror, you're going to smile. And it's not going to be one of those smiles where you're like, it's not going to be that, okay? You're going to smile big, okay? You're going to smile with the eyes. You're going to feel confident, and you're going to smile big. I want the teeth. I want the teeth smile, all right? I want the big smile. That's what you're going to be smiling in the mirror. And you're going to reaffirm, and you're going to say whatever that chant is for yourself. You're going to, first of all, look yourself up and down. Make sure you got no, you know, spinach in your teeth or anything, because, you know, you want to check that out. And the second thing is you're going to smile really big and just connect. Connect with you. Connect with your eyes in the mirror, okay? And connect with you being happy. That should be the last image in your mind. When you see yourself, you're about to leave, you're going to connect and smile big. And you're going to see that light in your eyes. You're going to connect, and you're going to then go out there and you're going to feel more confident and rock it. You're going to rock that presentation. And that's going to be helpful to you guys, and I hope you all do that.
Well, I love how, you know, first of all, I'm going to be using this when I go do my speaking gig next month, so I'm very, very excited about that. I will definitely be testing this out. But I love how it's applicable, whether it's something big and you're going on stage and you're in front of all these people, or just how you want to carry yourself in your day. You know, that you're right. I don't know how often we catch ourselves constantly looking down. We're afraid of being too bright and shiny. We're supposed to, you know, kind of be the nice girls, the good girls that we were taught to be, and not to stand out. And the truth is, if we want to make the difference that we want to make in the world and to get where we want to go, we have to be willing to move past that. And so I know at times we can think it's this huge leap, but I love that it can start with something as simple as just like how you stand, how you breathe, how you know, where you're looking, and how you respond to yourself. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, because we are our worst critics, right? So being able to get us on our own side and just really have this ritual to help prepare us to go on out there, I just think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I want to add one more thing here. It's just about this ritual every day of, if you just did this every day before you went to work,
yeah,
think of how much more confident you would be. You know, or if you do this as soon as you get to work and you check yourself out, just do this for yourself. Even if you have to go back to, you know, typing on the computer, right?
Right.
What happens is that when we're at our computer all day long, we go like this.
Yes, we do.
You know? We're hunched over, we're exhausted, and we just need that break.
Yeah.
A way to connect ourselves back to ourselves. Mm-hmm.
Well, that is very powerful, and I'm so glad you had the chance to share that. So before we wrap up today, is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, I want to encourage everyone to try these out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it, even though I know it works. Test it out for yourself, and if it doesn't work exactly for you, tweak it and make it work for you. One other thing I do want to make sure you guys know is that I would love to work with you one-on-one. So if you are feeling that you're at a place where this actually worked for you and you thought, wow, I'd love to talk to Bina and maybe connect with her, set up a session with me. I would love to meet with you. And since you know Jen, and Jen's a friend of mine, I will just let me know, and I'll do it. I'll do it as a complimentary session because I want to make sure you guys get it, and we can make it work. So if you're ready and you want to get more help, whether it be more confidence or take the next step in your career or get promoted, which is my area of specialty, is I help women get promoted. Yeah. Whatever area it is in your life and you're ready to make that next step, send me a note and we'll set up time to talk. I would love to help you.
What a great gift. Where should they reach you at?
You can go to my website, which is coachbina.com, or actually you can see it here where I'm talking. There should be my name, binakovalam.com. Check me out. Check me out there. Just go to the website, and you'll see my email address at the very bottom of the page. It's bina@binakovalam.com. And just send me a note. Tell me, say, hey, I saw Jen's video. I'm a part of Jen's community. Would love to connect with you, and I'll set all the information out to you.
Oh, excellent. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for hopping on the call with me and for sharing a bit of your wisdom. I would keep you all afternoon if I could, but I'm very glad that that our community got a taste of all that you have to offer and have a really tangible tool to practice and work with. And I have a feeling there'll be some serious confidence boosting going on. So it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jen. And I look forward to talking to everyone in your community very soon.
All right. Take care.